I, 28 female, have been living and working here in Ontario since 2024. Here in the GTA, I have two friends who I'll call Nell, 30 female, and her husband Danny, 35 male. Back in early 2024, they agreed to let Danny's childhood friend Kyle, 35 male, move in after he ran his father's business into the ground and his parents stopped supporting him. As mentioned, Danny and Nell agreed to let Kyle move in with them, with Kyle occupying the guest bedroom and having access to the downstairs bathroom, in exchange for him paying a token rent of $200 a month, essentially a friendship price. From what I understand, Kyle has basically given up looking for another job. With Nell and Danny expecting their first child, Kyle's alcoholism obviously made things unsafe and now he's refusing to move out. Bear in mind, Kyle was only supposed to stay with them for a few months or until he found a stable job, but he's given up looking for work. We know Kyle is getting money from somewhere as he still orders DoorDash and does online shopping. Kyle also owes Danny a couple $100 in damages he caused to their house, which he rudely ignores every time they bring it up. And since Kyle is refusing to leave, Danny and Nell got a lawyer involved and apparently Kyle is demanding that they pay him $200,000 in exchange for moving out, along with a few other ridiculous demands. Because of this, their friendship with Kyle is effectively over, a fact that he refuses to accept. Nell and Danny basically don't talk to him anymore except for tenancy-related matters. The thing that finally made me write about this was that last week something happened at Nell's birthday party, which is something they normally do at home, but since they didn't want Kyle there, they decided to have the party at Danny's parents' place in Markham instead. Kyle was angry that he wasn't invited and that the rest of the friend group had gone no contact with him as well. At the dinner party, Kyle just showed up, drunk, angry, and accusing us of not listening to his side of the story, saying things along the lines of "I know my rights," accusing Nell and Danny of turning people against him and calling Danny and the rest of the friend group emotional and childish for essentially not tolerating him anymore. Danny, his father, and a couple of other guests then got into a massive argument with him. I'm not sure what happened next, but apparently Kyle threw a vase towards the direction of the dinner table, narrowly missing my head. Danny and some of the other guests tackled Kyle and called the police. And yeah, Kyle was arrested for trespassing and breaking into Danny's parents' house. Because of this, Nell and Danny have moved in with Danny's parents for the time being. And even though I myself live in a tiny studio apartment, I did tell Nell that just in case, she could stay at my place as well, as Kyle doesn't know where I live.